Welcome. Today's lesson is about the vocabulary for properties of triangles. The first theorem that we need to discuss is called the triangle sum theorem. The triangle sum theorem states that the sum of the interior angle measures of a triangle is 180 degrees. All that means is we find the sum, we add together the sum of the interior angles. When we add those three angles together, they will always equal 180 degrees. The third angle theorem is a corollary to this. It states that if two interior angle measures are known from a triangle, then the measure of the third interior angle is equal to the difference between 180 degrees and the sum of the two known interior angle measures. Now, what does that mean? It means this. If we are given the measures of two angles inside of a triangle, we can find the measure of the third one by adding the two that we know together and then subtracting that sum from 180 degrees. That gives us the measure of the third angle. That's the third angle theorem. We need to know two or three more terms. One is auxiliary line. One is remote interior angle. There should be a third one here, exterior angles. An auxiliary line is formed by extending the side of a triangle. In this case, I've extended side BD to the side over here. This extension is called an auxiliary line. Remote interior angles, well, first before I do that, this angle that results out here is called the exterior angle. Why is it exterior? Because exterior means outside. And this angle is outside the triangle. It's not inside. This is outside. So this is an exterior angle. The remote interior angles are these two angles over here that do not touch here. So these are the remote interior angles to this exterior angle. Which brings us to the next theorem, exterior angle theorem. And the exterior angle theorem states that the measure of the exterior angle, that's this angle right here, of a triangle, is equal to the sum means add, the sum of the measures of the remote interior angles. Now, what does that mean? Well, the sum of the measures of the remote interior angles. These are our remote interior angles. Sum means add them together. When you add them together, that will equal the measure of this exterior angle. So the sum of the measures of the remote interior angles is equal to the measure of the exterior angle. The final theorem for today is the triangle inequality theorem. It states that the sum of the lengths of two legs of a triangle is always greater than the length of the third leg. I've given you an example here for triangle A, B, and C. This length is 3, this one is 6, and the longest side is 8. Now what that means is this. If I add segment AB, the length of AB, 3, plus BC, 6, add those together, that gives me 9. That is always going to be greater than this third leg. So 9 is going to be greater than 8. Likewise, if I add BC, 6, plus AC, 8, that's 14, that's going to be greater than AB, 3. Finally, AC, 8, plus AB, 3, 11, is greater than BC, 6. So, in summary, if I know if I've got two legs here that I know that the third side is always going to be less than the sum of the two known sides. Please go to Edmodo, lesson 3.1, and do the check for understanding.